at a height of 480 feet from the ground, inside this 4,500-year-old pyramid. What was there that made researchers send a robot with a camera inside? At one point, the robotic camera stopped because there was a stone slab in front of it. Researchers believe that behind this slab some secret was hidden for the past 4,500 years. They were determined to uncover it at any cost. So, they attached a drilling machine to the robot, which drilled a hole into the stone slab. Through that hole, a camera was sent in, and what it saw on the other side was a scene that no human eye had witnessed in the last 4,500 years. Welcome once again. In Egypt, a total of 138 tall pyramids still exist. For thousands of years, they have withstood dozens of earthquakes and dangerous storms, yet none of them shifted even slightly. Among them, the tallest and grandest one is called the Great Pyramid of Giza. Its base area is 13 acres, large enough to fit 9 football fields inside it. According to experts, around 2.3 million massive stones were used in its construction, some weighing up to 50 tons each. The total weight of this pyramid is estimated at 6 million tons, which equals the weight of 12 Burj Khalifas combined. But what was the real purpose of building such a tall and magnificent pyramid thousands of years ago, when humans didn't even have tools? How were its walls leveled inch by inch? How were 50-ton stones cut into perfect square shapes and lifted 480 feet high without cranes? Which engineers were behind its construction, who not only made it earthquake-proof, but also aligned each of its sides precisely at a 51.5 degrees angle? Let's begin with the mysteries. Challenge number 1. For centuries, research teams wonder how each side of the pyramid was aligned exactly to north, south, east, and west without using a compass. Experts believe that architects of that time studied stars to find Earth's poles and then align the sides. Challenge number 2. The land where the pyramid was built stretched over 13 acres. If the surface had been even slightly uneven, 2.3 million stones could never stand tall. Without modern laser tools, experts think the builders filled trenches with water and matched the water level to identify uneven land, which they leveled by chiseling. Challenge number 3. Cutting 50-ton stones into perfect squares without grinders or steel saws was another mystery. Researchers believe they use a combination of copper tools mixed with arsenic and applied plant-based methods to shape the stones after hours of hammering. Challenge number 4. The limestone used in the pyramid was quarried 250 kilometers away, in a city called Tura. Each block weighed 50 tons, equal to 3 passenger buses. Transporting them was a huge challenge. Surprisingly, they were moved using large boats along the Nile River, with about 500 workers loading and unloading each stone. Challenge number 5. How are these giant stones lifted to great heights? Experts believe spiral or zigzag ramps were built, and thousands of workers pulled the stones upward using ropes. Challenge number 6. Inside the pyramid, not only were there corridors and chambers, but some were made of granite, a stone harder than almost any other, second only to diamond. Even modern machines struggled to cut granite. Yet, for 1,500 years ago, Egyptians cut it so smoothly. After years of research, experts discovered they used a special toothless saw, weighted on both ends, with sand and gravel as the cutting agent. It could take 4 months to cut just one massive granite block. But the biggest questions remain. Why were these pyramids built? How many workers worked on them at one time? And what exactly did the robotic camera see behind that mysterious stone slab, hidden for 4,500 years? All this and more will be revealed in part 2 of the video. Thank you for your support. See you in the next exciting chapter.